today's update. Have a look round the allotment at the new things that I've been doing. Carrots coming up, even though we've had a lot of snails again and slugs. This side has not done quite as well. There's a big chunk missing where the slugs have had them, and I've had to redo the turnips from some I'd got in modules at home because the slugs decimated this row, so I put one or two in. To that end weren't so bad, but I put one or two in to replace this end. And the beetroot didn't come up, so that packet of seeds I've been trying all year with them. Resorted to a new pack of seeds. I don't know whether you can see on this side, all the way along there, they're all coming up nicely, and out of the other row, just two came up. You can see slug pellets are doing their job, and in this side we've got some chard. It was just left over from what I put in other places. These are new. Mark's been busy building me lots, and I've only put netting on 2. You can step back a bit and you can see. And these are the others he's been making for me. Just got to cover them, and as you can see, I've managed to get myself another piece of black, no, it's not plastic, it's the membrane stuff. Oh, this bit's blowing off, I'll have to go and sort that bit out. So it's all covered, what I'm not using, because the weeds are terrible on here until I get them all sorted at new allotment. They all come up as soon as you clear it. A load more come up. So my peas are doing really well. And if I get in a bit closer, just look how many peas is on them. I mean, this is my second lot of peas. I had some at the old allotment and I had some at home which are finished. And then, if you remember from a previous video, me putting these in, I grew these in the polytunnel in guttering, and it's worked really well, and that's what we're going to be doing in future. If I just come slowly down this side so I don't make you sick. I put the same amount in after I come back off holiday, same variety. I was going to put a different variety in, but then I changed my mind and used the packet up, and I put them in exactly the same as I did in the guttering, but put them straight into the ground. And if you can see, there's big gaps all over where they've not come up, and they've only come up in one straight line instead of thick, you know, 2-3 abreast like I put them in. So loads didn't germinate, straight into the ground. So whether slugs had them, birds dug them up, I don't know. But I'm really pleased with these, and this is going to be how we do them in future. And we've got an idea for a permanent pea run across up there where it joins the black plastic ends and it joins into the neighbour. I've decided to make a permanent structure to grow my peas, and then I'll start at one end and keep successionally sowing all the way down to the other end in a year, and then I'll constantly have peas. So that's the idea for next year. Right, so you can see what is inside here without me having to lift the tunnel because it's very windy. I was going to come down yesterday and video, but it was even windier than this and you wouldn't have heard a word I said. So in here we have Chinese cabbage and pak choy, and there is spinach, mustard spinach, sorry. They're over there though. And they've got a bit of battering with the rain we've had. There is labels on these, but it means opening it up to find out. I think them over the far side are the Chinese cabbage, but there's a bit of chard in there and one or two other little bits and bobs, but they all seem to be doing well. I had a few little losses in this one at the top because of the slugs, where I put some slug pellets down, and I haven't lost anything else. I think I may have lost 2. Oops, sorry, I'm not watching what I'm doing. So they're coming on quite nicely. I'm quite happy with them. Here we have some more fennel, because the fennel at home just has gone weird. It's not bulbed up at the bottom, it's just kept producing like new, what should have been the bulby bit, up the stem. I think it's just the weather, and that I put in at the allotment just didn't get watered enough, so the bulb at the bottom never swelled really. We have radish and little lone spinach plant just there, another row of beetroot, and actually 2 rows of beetroot. You probably can't see them. I know which ones they are and which ones are weeds, which I've got to get in there and sort it. The leeks are doing fine, and if everybody remembers me telling them about my green manure, it is about to flower with its little purple pretty flower. So it's done its job. It's kept the weeds down on this section, all the way up there and across the back in between my marigolds, and it's starting to look quite pretty with its flowers. And when I do decide to chop it down, or the frost gets it, I can dig it in and it'll help the soil. But the main idea was to keep the weeds from this section down the side of here around my flowers. We have a marrow. I'm losing it, getting the M's muddled up. And over this other side, if I don't make you too sick, just slowly moving over the path to this side. Now I can just see it. Got to see if I can find a better view of it so you can see how big it is. I've got to climb in here. Excuse me. Ooh. Not tread on anything. Move everything. Right, let me come up. Look at the size of that. Now that one's gone like a yellowy orangey colour. Now I don't know whether that means that's ripe and I need to pick it. Ouch, the one at the side of it has stayed. Oh, that's just as big. Has stayed that colour. So whether they're different types and that's how it's supposed to go, I don't know. And down here we have, ouch, a summer squash. Okay, I've snapped that off, but never mind. So if I can just get my boot in, show you, so as a comparison how big it is. It is quite big. Oops, sorry about that, I fell over. And here we have another one. A few weeds in here. I need my gloves on, there's too many nettles. That one's a nice size. And then we have, come across here, again, I'm trying not to tread on everything. We have two more. This one's massive. Look at that. So, oops, and I found another one. Hold on. There we are. There's another one. These are the pumpkins. No, I think the pumpkins are in the tunnel. Courgettes, patty pans. I think these at the front. These big ones. They're doing really nice, considering how many times they got moved from one place to another at the beginning of the year. With me being very indecisive where I was going to put them with moving allotments. They got left in pots far too long, and then decided to put them at the old allotment. Then I decided to move them, and finally they got stuck here, just shoved in, watered a little bit, but the ground hadn't been really prepared other than just dug over. So I think they've done quite well. Right. If you can see, it may look the same to you because this has decided to stand up again as it was over on its side. I have took out a marrow and just left the pumpkins, and I've stopped it running by taking the end off it, and got a nice pumpkin there and another one there. There is another small one somewhere. I can't remember whereabouts it is, but and we look like we've got a bit of mould in here. This wasn't here yesterday. Right, we've taken out a courgette from there because, as well as a marrow, because I was just struggling to keep them watered because it gets that hot in here. And my Cape gooseberries, I've got lanterns on them, look. Can you see? No, that's not too close. And they're doing quite nice. Got quite big, look. And coming down, these I think are some sort of summer squash. They've not really done anything, not produced anything much, well actually at all, other than, sorry about that, you just see a little tiny one there, not doing anything much, so they might be coming out. Come down every day to water, and at the minute I've got quite a lot of other things on, and it's getting a bit monotonous having to come down every day if you decide you don't want to for some reason. Here's my tomatoes. I think you might take them home. They'll ripen up at home, they will. Get that one. There we are. Let me peppers. My sweet peppers, there is one coming on one further up. These got moved lots of times, but they're good, nice, healthy plants, and they've got where peppers are going to come. And I'm going to try and overwinter these. The hot peppers are full of long peppers. They're a bit too hot for me. I'll keep giving them away to friends. So I'm just waiting for these to go red. I might save one plant I like the look of this one, so I might save that one and try and overwinter it, but I'm not really keen on hot peppers, so we might not bother with them next year. Right, if we come over this way, my French beans are really doing well, and it looks like I've got to put this one back up. It's decided it's not going to go on the wire. There we are, you stay up there like that. So they're doing well. We've had one or two off fit. They look quite nice, don't they? I might there's a few on there, might pick some of them before I go home. Right, I'll go up to the other side, and this is the other side, and there's supposed to be some borlotti beans in here somewhere. Whether they flower later, take a bit longer to grow, because I was put these in late, but they're doing quite well. I don't know, but they all seem to be coming out as runners, and I know that some of them have got to be borlotti, because I labelled them, and I do know this time for certain that I had both, and I put them in. And this, I think, is a butternut squash, even though it's the wrong colour. And my friend said that she had some last year that went the same. There's a really big one somewhere and I can't see it. Oh, it's down here. But excuse going through all the leaves. Look at the size of that. So whether it will go that more creamy colour all over when it gets bigger, I don't know. There was some lighter ones up there that's dropped off. They are not that colour. But I think the bees that keep getting in here are pollinating them from the marrow, but the marrow's gone now. So if they use, let me see, this goes all the way up here, look. If they use the pumpkin flowers, that might be a bit of a closer match to pollinate them than the marrow. So we might get some that look the right size, right colour. But my friend's got one in the greenhouse, and it's only with tomatoes, and it's gone the same. So if anybody knows what's going off, I don't know. You let me know. Put a comment. I've got some more cucumbers coming. I've just took. It's like a jungle in here. You can't really see, can you? Without me standing right back. There was 3 big ones there. I took them the other day. Got peppers again down there, and this one has got a nice pepper coming on it, and this has fell down again. Oops, sorry, I'm always wobbling. That's a flower from the Cape gooseberry, and oops, let me see if I can get that to come up a bit. That's the fruit, and for some strange reason they've fell down, so I'm just going to put you on pause a minute. Why? Right, I'm back. I've just kind of shoved them up a bit. They need another string a bit higher up on the poles to hold them up. They've got quite big, and it's every time it gets really hot and the soil dries out. You can see that because they only come once a day. They sometimes flop a bit. I've just spotted another bigger cucumber. 3 there together. So that's just took 3 off, and I've got loads more. So even though I've been taming the triffids in here, other things have been growing mad and taking the place. But it's made it a little bit better down here, because they was all growing over this bit here where all my lettuces are, and I was struggling to get to them, so this looks a bit dry as well. So we've been eating the lettuce. You can see there's big gaps where I've been putting other things. There's a few weeds. Them little ones just there and there, they're little gems. That's rhubarb. Perhaps a bit hot in here for it, but we'll see. And the sorrel and the rest of the lettuce I'll just keep taking bits. And at the back I've put some more forgot now. Yes, brain's gone. Spinach, but it's the mustard spinach and the spinach beet across the back for the winter. And then we've got the chard that was already there, that's now big, that I was eating as salad leaves, and some more spinach over there, a few carrots in there that are doing okay, and the other carrots here doing really well, except for when husband comes down and decides just to not use a rose to water them and just tips water in and flattens them all. And then acts as though he was doing me a favour. But you don't have to mow them though, do you, really? So that's it in here. Not really many changes, just a bit more lettuce put in. I put a few spring onions in. Most of the changes were outside. So I'm going to have a look in the netted tunnel, which is desperately needs weeding, but I haven't had time because I lost one of my dogs this weekend, and it's been a bit upsetting, and I just can't seem to get my head together to get my jobs done. So he was old, he was 15, and he had a stroke and died quite quickly, so he didn't suffer. So some of my jobs that I was going to do at the weekend didn't get done, as well as it rained all weekend, and we were supposed to be going to a show as well. Rex was in an obedience type show competition, and that got cancelled as well. So the weekend just kind of disappeared without me doing anything. And if you can see, that is it's massive now from here. It's you see it through there. That is massive, that squash. I don't know how it's holding up. I picked it up off the floor and trained it up there because it was taking all the bed up and I've got no room. Right, we'll go outside instead of me waffling on. This is the other side of the tunnel, and you can see it desperately needs weeding. But it's not all weeds. That's my mint. And when I get rid of the weeds, in fact, that piece of mint's starting to flower up. When I get rid of these weeds, it'll look nice. But the plan for next year is mint along this walkway, this where my foot is, and then flowers where them weeds are. And this is my little herb corner with strawberries in some of the pots just until I get rest of my herbs sorted. That's basil, red basil. That's thyme, chives, some more chives, some more chives over here. But these strawberries will be coming out and being stuck into bags, and I want some rosemary and some other different herbs in the rest of these tyres. And there again's my green manure, and if you can see, it's smothered all the weeds. So I think I'm going to use it, this one in particular, for putting places where I don't want the weeds to come up, but I'm not going to plant anything else because it's doing a very good job, and it looks quite nice actually. And when it gets its flowers on, it'll look even nicer because it's better than, if you can see just at the end of there, that's weeds and they're weeds, so it looks a lot better than them. Right, going to go into the netted tunnel now. Right, we're inside and we have got some rocket. That's new in that bed there. At the side of it, just at the back, we've got 2 spinach. The rest didn't come up, or something else had them. Where the weeds are was all my turnips, and I think we have a mole that took all the bottom of the roots off, so they were no good. But the next row, which was back there in between all the cabbages, was quite nice. And I can't see my lettuce. I've got lettuce in between all that. It badly needs weeding. And got some nice cabbages coming. They're quite nice. And we've had broccoli. We've had 1 or 2 bits. In fact, I think I'm just going to take that one. Keep sticking them in the freezer, but they're only getting little tiny bits on them. They're not doing ever so well really, but I think like a lot of my stuff, they got old back too long in pots. More turnips in between some of the cabbage, and I think, oh, that one's doing quite nice. I think I might have that one. There we are. Yeah, that one's nice, look. Right, put them down there. I can't see any more tops, so I'll leave the rest. Right, so these are doing quite well. We have got some caterpillars on these at the back, because they was on before they got put in here, and I've tried my best to try and get all the caterpillars, but I can't. Oops, sorry, I'm falling over again. I can't seem to catch them all. I got loads the other day when I thought I'd got them all the day before, but as you can see, been hearted up again, and the caterpillars have been at them again, and I can't see them. And I think look at that one, stay to that one, and that one had come back after I'd cleared it full of caterpillars, but I must have just missed one. And even the red cabbage, but it's only the outer leaves. They don't seem to be bothering the hearts too much, so I think I'm fine. But I think I'm going to pull out some of these holy ones and stick them in the compost. Make room for something else, because they're not looking very healthy. But the red cabbage is looking quite nice. That's really firm. Look at that, that's coming on really nice. And this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of those, so I've already made one lot of pickled cabbage, so we'll be making some more in a bit. And we have, I think this is my only Brussels. I can't see any others that looks like Brussels, so that's my only Brussels, so I'm hoping it's going to survive. My dad must have my others, but I couldn't see any when I went to his allotment, so I don't know where they went. But I know I didn't put many in because I don't like Brussels very much, but my mum does. So if this is the only one that survived, we'll just have to be careful with it. And I don't know, I don't think that one is. That looks more like a broccoli. That cabbage looks quite nice as well. There's a bit of a draggled one over there in the corner. I think that will come out. So I think when I weed, I'm going to dispose of all the tatty ones and make room for some all year round cauliflower that I've got at home that needs putting out. Some Swedes, they're coming up nicely. Put 3 rows in there. They might be a bit close together, but I like them small. Don't get on trying to peel great big whacking Swedes. I think the wind's battered my marigold, and it's still flowering. It don't quite look the same as it did the other day when I come down, but it has been very windy. And I've just spotted another marrow over there. So what am I going to do with all these marrows? I do not know. I don't know why I grew them. I think I just grew them to cover the ground. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 big marrows. I'll have to find some recipes. At the minute I've got elderberry wine on the go, and I've got cider on the go. I've got a freezer full of blackberries, and I'll take you over to this blackberry bush. So I really like it. It's a bit wobbling with the wind. Let's see if I can hold it still. It's got no thorns on it. And look at the size of them. They're massive. And I stripped this yesterday. Just look at it again. I'll come back and get some of them in a minute. But why I like it is there's no thorns. Them on my old allotment, they cut me to ribbons yesterday. I mean, I filled plastic container after plastic container, absolutely full. And some of them are as big as these. But this, look, I can just rub my hand all over, not one little prickle. And my hands from yesterday at my old allotment were cut to ribbons. And even the big, massive, great big branches, look, one of them on the old allotment, that size, would have thorns like this, and this is so smooth. And this actually belongs to the neighbour, but it grows over onto mine. So what's on my side, I get to pick. That's my theory. They're really very nice. And so I've took cuttings, if you can see, on the end of there. I've took quite a few, and when it starts growing a bit more, I'm going to take some more. If I stand back, oops, without falling over as usual. It's quite a big bush, and my plan is to take a lot of cuttings, and then if I just turn around slowly, because hopefully in another month or so this area here is going to be mine, and I'm going to make a long climbing trellisy type thing from that lawn up to this bed, and I'm going to have this type of blackberry all the way along, and then in rows all the way across this open space is going to be all my other fruit bushes that I bring from my old allotment, and my fruit trees, if I can manage to dig them up in the winter without killing them. Sorry. I don't know whether you can hear this because this wind's starting to get up. So that is the plan. So we're going to take lots of cuttings off this nice bush. Well, it looks like it's going to rain again, so I better get on with a bit of watering and then get off home. Got work in a bit. So it's a bit windy as well. Oh, there's a few blackberries over there. I've just spotted another blackberry bush. I don't think they're the nice ones though, I think they're the horrible spiky ones. Let's go and have a look. Yes, they're not quite ready yet, but yes, I can see nasty spikes. So this is coming from another neighbour, this one. So I won't be taking cuttings off of that one. These are the cuttings I've took off that blackberry bush. So I'm hoping they're all going to take, and as soon as I see any more new shoots coming on it, I'm going to take some more. Cuttings at home I've took off different things seem to be doing quite well, so I've left these outside. Thought it might be a bit too warm in the tunnel for it, just in case the soil dried out, and because it keeps showering I thought the best place for them was with these strawberries. So I'm going to put them back in this corner down here. There we are, and then they're sheltered from the sun, and they're quite a few days old, and they haven't wilted yet, so I'm hoping that they've took. Right, better get on with some watering in this tunnel before I've got to get off to work. That's it for today. I think I'd better be getting off home. It's starting to spit with rain. Hope you've enjoyed watching, and if you've got any comments, please feel free to put them at the bottom. Especially on the creepy crawly I found. One quick look at what I've harvested today. Not an awful lot, but quite nice. And keeps filling the freezer up. I'll have plenty for the winter, seeing as we've not really been eating very much other than salads at the minute. Weather's been too hot, but now it's started to cool off. We might be eating a bit more substantial type of foods, and I probably might be finding something to do with those big marrows. But anyway, bye for now, see you later.